Good evening everyone, what is up? It is Fenner. How are you doing today? A guy suggested on one of my videos that I do more of a roundup or self-analysis type of video based on my top 500 stuff on what's going on, what's happening, what the deal is, so it's not just spamming games out there with no real purpose. As you guys know, I am heavily invested in ranking up in Overwatch. Now obviously it's a competitive game and getting to the top is very, very difficult. And it goes without saying that my climb has been pretty slow. There are always going to be struggles with improving. And that's fine, that's how it's meant to be. It wouldn't be fun if it wasn't challenging. So every week or so I'm going to create one of these videos and talk about a topic that I feel like is possibly holding me back, or something that I need to improve on. And something that I've been thinking about recently is the hero you choose is obviously very important in Overwatch. The game is built on this composition versus this composition, and lots of heroes counter other heroes. But not only that, the skill on each hero that you have is very important as well. For example, I am about 1,000,000 times better at Tracer than I am Lucio or something like that. I don't think I'm bad at Lucio, but is my Lucio anywhere near as good as my Tracer? Probably not. So there's a couple of different mindsets you can take with actually selecting a hero in Overwatch. You can be Mr. Stubborn, who only picks his hero and never switches off, sacrificing team comp to play your absolute best hero. Problems arise with this when your teammates don't like your hero selection. They start raging and wanting you to switch off, even though you feel like you're doing the best in that game as you possibly can. Your team's going to be tilted and you're going to end up losing games just because of that reason. I hate that. Otherwise I would just play Tracer all the time. I'm pretty sure if I just played Tracer all the time, I would probably reach the highest SR that I could possibly reach if I never touched another hero. I just hate the feeling that we're losing a game because my team is raging at me. I cannot deal with it. Because as soon as people start raging, they are playing nowhere near their best. It's a team game and I don't like that feeling that I'm being held back by my teammates, which makes me want to pick for the team. And you might have noticed over the last week or so that I've been playing much more team-based. I've been playing Lucio a lot, I've been playing Reinhardt more, and generally when you are picking for the team, you end up on a hero like Reinhardt or Lucio. If you're playing these heroes, your team's never going to get mad, and your hero is going to fit perfectly into the composition because you're just looking at what is best for the composition and what can help people out the most, and people love that in a person. So it's generally never going to be your fault that your team gets salty and then they stop playing at their most optimal level of play. So this all sounds great, but the downside to this is you might not be as good at those heroes as you are other heroes, because now you're playing a very wide selection of heroes and just filling the holes within the team. The more heroes you're playing at once, the less good you're going to be at each of those heroes. I mean, even just 2 heroes instead of 1 is half the time on one of those heroes. So if you're playing up to 8 different heroes to try and fill in the team composition, you're getting very little playtime on each individual hero. Your overall team comp strength goes up, but your impact and also fun in the game goes down. And the reason why I say that is because personally, sometimes I don't enjoy playing Reinhardt or Lucio or something like that. I enjoy them. I think they're good heroes. It's just if I end up playing them too much, I don't enjoy them as much as if I was playing Tracer 24/7 or someone like McCree. Then there's another element to both of these methods of picking heroes, which is, are you going to play what is considered best, or are you going to play what you enjoy playing? For example, right now, most people can agree that if you play Soldier, you pretty much can't go wrong, and everybody's going to love having a Soldier on the team. However, if you're playing Tracer on defense, people aren't going to be too happy, and in other situations, people aren't going to be happy with Tracer either. So anyway, how does this all affect me? Well, basically, I jump between different ideas of, choosing a hero for the composition or myself all the time. I never really stick with a plan. I go from mostly playing Tracer and Soldier, And then when I have a little bit of a bad run, I'll be like, oh, maybe I should pick for the team because it's not really working for the team comp. So then I switch to playing for the team and I start picking stuff like Lucio and Ryan. And then I'll end up going back to, you know, just picking like Tracer and Soldier. And I do think it's very important to have a plan with like almost anything you're doing, right? So it's bad to be in limbo and flip-flopping between two different styles of picking heroes. So one thing I'm going to try is picking the heroes that I feel like I'm best at and picking them first in the game. So as soon as I get in the game, I'm gonna pick like Tracer or Soldier, McCree, Farah, something like that. I enjoy those heroes the most and I feel like I can be most effective on those. However, if I do get the hint that my team is disliking my pick, or I feel like they're gonna rage about it and not play optimally just because they don't like my hero pick, then I will start picking for the team just to keep the team happy. And I think this kind of hits the best of both worlds. You know, you're selecting the hero that you're most effective on, but you're not pushing it too far to the point where your team dislikes the hero you're playing and they will not be playing at their best. Let me know in the comments below how you guys go about selecting a hero for the game that you're playing in, and I'll see you guys in the next Top 500 video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.